We expect Memorial Stadium to be rocking because these fans have been getting ready since early this morning. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hoosiers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Barmore. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Cornhuskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Fielded in the end zone. It's good. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hoosiers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big team.
Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Working that left side now.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's good. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Indiana!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
Using the quick game. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Barmore. Quick strike complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Huskers decide. They'll try to get him on the fake. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Now they're going to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Hoosiers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Cradles it at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Barmore. Finds his man. It's busted. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm.
It's a fumble! A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Well, the offense is able to...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Cornhuskers have pushed it inside the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's 13th time he's done that this year. He's stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Pulls it fired complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room. They're dealing with a second and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Shotgun snap on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Ali. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ali. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Ali. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. with a first down. They'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down and more. Wide open on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed.
Turning it on. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They'll try the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Finds his target down the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Slams ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Barmore. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out of the backfield, he's open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ballard. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Oh, he got loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw. It's Barmore. The screen, and watch out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Offside. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Got room to work. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great.
Oh, he's got some space. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's a first down for the offense.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Leaves it with the running back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husker! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the point after. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the left side. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's loose. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Cornhuskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking for a man. It's Barmore. Got a man. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Have to put that 1st down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's good. There he goes. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Thanks to grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. trying to bull his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Dropping back, it's Barmore. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It came down to the final